Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Josh Giddey is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for Chicago, DeRozan out there with Thomas. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's Harden. And it's Williams at the center position. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Oh, we get to see, Brent, 2 of the league's strongest backcourts tonight. And this is probably the kind of game that suits your taste. Am I right?
Oh, I love it. I love it, Kevin. This game is going to come down to guard play. It's not just about the backcourt scoring. It's just as much about that strong perimeter defense.
Thomas, that's good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Giddey. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Thomas, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden. Holmgren the pass to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. They grabbed their own miss. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And here we are watching Jalen Williams. Brent, there's a certain calm to his game, isn't there?
Yeah, he's comfortable because he really can do a lot of things on the floor, so there's nothing that's going to really shut him down. It's very hard to speed this guy up. He gets an opportunity to play at his pace. That's a gift.
Now here's LaVine. 5 on the clock. Thomas, no good.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice. There's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
LaVine for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A rapid-fire release by LaVine on that one.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now Thomas defending. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, the Prophet.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
And the Thunder making a change here. Benson's checked in.
Head always on a swivel. LaVine making things happen with his passing.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Anunoby. Puts up a deep 3. Oklahoma City keeps it going. A new shot clock of 14 seconds.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
There's Thomas for 3. And the Bulls another 3.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not when you want to leave open.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His last outing with 20 points. Here's Holmgren. James Harden with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
DeRozan for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic. It is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt at his 3rd make.
And nice read, as usual, by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Pass to Levine. It's Thomas on the wing. Off target with his 3.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. To the paint. Thomas passes to Levine. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Chicago shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Some changes for Chicago. Kobe White, he's checked in for Levine. And it's Lonzo Ball in for James Harden. And then for Oklahoma City, Dort, he's checked in for Anunoby. Kelly Oubre comes in for Josh Giddey. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Ball. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Dort misses. And here is Thomas. 10 points for him. White, left side. It's Thomas on the wing. Nailed from 3-point land. Thomas got 13.
Oh, that's a terrific dime from DeRozan. And this is why guys enjoy playing with him.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
We've got Terry. Thomas is out there with Williams. Then it's White, and it's Ball in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. Well, the Prophet in the last game against Brooklyn put on a show. He scored 41 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep, really displaying incredible hustle during this run. Guys just can't keep up with him. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Oubre. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And Greg, with back-to-back games part of the schedule, how do teams feel getting into the latter part of that combo, like tonight?
Well, these games can be especially taxing mentally and physically. At this point, it's a war of attrition, and really, who can survive the night?
Chicago making a switch here. Dosumu's checked in. Josh Giddey's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Wallace. This is it to Benson. Can't get the reverse layup to fall.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Benson, he's guarded by Williams. Over in the corner, Dort. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit from the corner. So for the Bulls, their last game, a win against Brooklyn. Over in the corner, White. Back to Thomas. Shoots over Dort. It's rebounded by Giddey. Thunder trailing by 10. Williams with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Dort wide open. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Dort's got his first 3 points of the game. Oh, Chicago's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Here's the three. Thomas, no good.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Giddey finds Dort. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Off with the layup. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Chicago making some changes. And so it's the Chicago Bulls.
That's the end of the first half with a score. The Bulls 42. The Thunder 24.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Prophet really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. Levine against Giddey. Over Levine, and Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got the first field goal of the second half for the Thunder.
Well, that's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Brent, you just don't see many point guards taller than 6'8", but Josh Giddey is one of them.
And Josh does a great job, Greg, of using that size to his advantage. He gets into positions on the floor where he can see over the level of the defense and make some spectacular passes.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Josh Giddey is very capable off the dribble, and at 6'8", he's starting to use his size to finish. Coach Mark Daigneault said he's definitely physical. Before, he was just trying to shoot over people, but now he's taking up space.
On not leaving their man when Giddey has the ball.
Williams gets the bucket, and the Bulls lead by 19.
They're doing...
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Harden. And Anunoby slams it in.
Good to see Gilgeous-Alexander's playmaking evolving here, wanting to get it to the open teammate.
Harden to pass to Thomas. DeRozan in the corner.
Now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Bulls leading by 17. Levine finds Harden. It's Thomas on the wing. Again, Thomas missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Chicago calls timeout. And we've heard defensive-minded players, Greg, say, man, everything is a foul now. They can't even touch the guy. Can't defend. Do they have a point?
It's getting tough, isn't it? I mean, you can't use your hands. You have to be set. It's almost like they want defenders to be traffic cones.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Alex Caruso, who's checked in for DeRozan. Kobe White comes in for Levine, and Ball subbed in for James Harden. And there's the pass to Benson. Ball against Wallace. Tipped away and stolen by Williams. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Right side, Williams. Caruso against Dort. It's White on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. From deep, Thomas. Rebound by Wallace. Thunder trailing by 18. 44 seconds left in the third. Chicago grabs the miss. It's Thomas on the wing. Defended by Dort.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Ball against Wallace. It's tipped. Right side, Williams. The Thunder pull it in. Benson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Wallace.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And so it's Chicago.
The Thunder, 30.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Harden out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's Thomas. And it's DeRozan in at the center. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Inside. At the elbow, it's LaVine. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Right side, Dort. Outside, Williams. The rebound by Dosunmu.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them.
And looking at the Boston matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And that one falls for Williams. OG Anunoby's checked in for Dort. And Williams drops them both. And so LaVine will bring it up now for the Bulls. A 12-point game. It's Thomas outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night. Anunoby against LaVine. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. And the foul called on. Substituting some changes. Thomas checked in for Zach LaVine. Alex Caruso comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Lonzo Ball in for James Harden. The Thunder also changing it up. Benson, he's checked in for Williams. Dort comes in for OG Anunoby. And Wallace subbed in for Josh Giddey. And that one misses. Over to the wing. Here's Holmgren. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Back to Thomas. Second shot opportunity, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Over ball. And the shot is good. The Chicago leads with them down now to just 8 points with the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. From deep, Thomas. Again, Thomas missing.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Offensive rebound. Benson. The layup off target. Here's Thomas. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in. Right spot, not blinding the lights for Dort. Ready for the moment. He took advantage.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're leading by 5. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, the Prophet.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Alex Caruso. The Thunder also changing it up. Williams is checked in for Benson. OG Anunoby comes in for Dort. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Wallace.
And you talk about the impressive resume of Zach LaVine. Multiple All-Star appearances, multiple dunk contest victories. This is a very talented wing player.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 7. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. So the Bulls win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
You have to say something to me, like we have to have a conversation real quick.